One of my neighbors in the apartment building owns a store, a little, little store, corner store, and he got robbed. Okay, he got robbed. And he called the police. He got robbed of his money, other merchandise. Oh, he knows who did it. He knows who did it. And he said, I have to do this thing, but I will handle it. And he did. He went to his associate group, and he said, I got robbed the other day. And they said, we will take care of it. You know who did it? Yes, I know who did it. We will take care of that. And the robbers, or 2 or 3 of them they vanished. They were no longer in the streets. Their parents put out a missing person report, but they're no longer in the street. They don't exist anymore. The problem was solved very simply, that their association solved the problem. Well, they're Koreans. They solved the problem. And it's because the association protects the businesses, the families. What happened to the robbers? They could be in another city, or they can be in a small urn. Who knows? Wouldn't they do that? Don't rob that thing. Like the Sikh Indians, they can be extremely mean. You know that little curved knife that sits on a wall in a Sikh's house? You know how you get that little thing when you're in the military in India? Yes, they give you with a knife and a plastic bag. Go after the bad guys. Who could be anybody? Could be anybody. Ooh. Koreans fighting in the Black Horse Brigade, fighting in Vietnam. The first time they sent out a patrol, it was butchered alive. The second patrol went out. They came back in plastic bags. They left with a knife in a plastic bag, and they came back with something in the plastic bag, and they put it on stakes around their thing. Oh, they were never attacked again. Oh, and the Koreans are here. And a great guy down there said, yeah, I own a store, and I got robbed. And the robbers, I know who did it. And yeah. Like walking to Chinatown and robbing something in Chinatown. Really? Are you that stupid? You won't be stupid very much longer, because if the police don't get you, but you better hope and pray that the Chicago police arrest you and throw you in jail. Because if you don't, the local tongue will grab you and turn you into fish food. Yeah, they're very nasty. That's what they are. They're a protection group. But again, I know 2 Russians in Chicago that were robbed. Their pizza place was robbed, and they called home. They called back to the old countries. We got a problem here. We know 4 guys. We believe that there are 4 guys who robbed us. They paid for the guys to come to Chicago, and they paid for the guys to go back to Moscow. The problem was solved. Doop. Chicago, there's supposed to be 120,000 street gang members in Chicago, and the police are stemming to do something about it. Well, let your ethnic groups do it, or the Koreans do it, the Chinese do it, the Sikhs do it, other ethnic groups do it. They won't put up with the crap of the Chicago gangsters, bothering them, getting to their business. The Russian mob won't put up with the crap of the new immigrants coming in, robbing their stores. Like Oak Street was robbed by a couple years ago. Some of the people who own businesses called back to the country for muscle to come back to Chicago and do some damage. Drive by, bang, bang, you're dead. Or walk up to the person, bang, bang, you're dead. Hey, solve this gang problem in Chicago.